Now, what I would love Caitlin to do is get up one time and then just slap the out of her.
Before we get into the heart of this story, imagine one of basketball's all-time legends watching one of the WNBA's brightest young stars repeatedly face questionable treatment on the court. That's exactly why Reggie Miller's eye-opening remarks about Alyssa Thomas's actions toward Caitlin Clark have sent shockwaves through the basketball world, and you're about to hear why. But first, think about this for a moment. Have you ever seen a professional athlete endure the kind of treatment Caitlin Clark has faced throughout her career? What Reggie Miller witnessed during the Phoenix Mercury game completely changed his perspective on the WNBA. His comments sparked intense criticism directed at Alyssa Thomas. Miller believes Caitlin Clark has earned the incredible support basketball fans continue to give her. As one of the greatest shooters and players in NBA history, he understands what it means to battle opponents determined to slow elite talent with relentless physical defense. Even so, he emphasized one crucial point that made the discussion surrounding Alyssa Thomas even more compelling. Reggie Miller recognizes the clear difference between tough, competitive basketball and conduct that crosses the line. He described it as the most cowardly act he'd seen on a basketball court in decades. That's exactly what you heard. There's simply no way. Look, though, just look.
There's no way. Look, though, look. Players like this come around once, sometimes in our lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
There hasn't been
once in a generation, certainly.
But no player in WNBA history has had to deal with this.
As the footage unfolded, Reggie Miller immediately responded after watching Alyssa Thomas shove Caitlin Clark from behind while Clark was still trying to recover after being poked in the eye. As one of the greatest shooters and fiercest competitors in NBA history, Reggie Miller has battled some of the league's toughest opponents. Even so, he believed Alyssa Thomas's actions raised serious concerns about sportsmanship and competitive integrity. Pay close attention to what Reggie Miller said about the timing of that shove. His remarks sparked intense criticism directed at Alyssa Thomas. Before we continue, please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Now, let's get back to the story. The basketball icon addressed an issue that many fans had been discussing, but very few high-profile figures had publicly acknowledged. Playing tough, championship-level defense is one thing, but taking a cheap shot at someone who is defenseless and not paying attention is completely different. Reggie Miller explained that he competed during one of the most physically demanding eras in NBA history, when toughness was expected but respect for the game still mattered. According to Reggie Miller, true competitors never wait until an opponent's back is turned to make a questionable move. Instead, they face each other head-on. From that point forward, Reggie Miller explained that this was exactly why he found it so difficult to defend Alyssa Thomas's behavior in any way. As a result, his remarks sparked an even more intense debate surrounding Alyssa Thomas's actions. The NBA legend appeared especially frustrated by Alyssa Thomas's response following the incident. She said, "Damned if I do, damned if I don't," implying that fans and the media were unfairly criticizing her instead of acknowledging that the play may have gone too far or expressing any regret whatsoever. That reaction only made the conversation surrounding the incident even more heated. Reggie Miller insisted that the greatest competitors and champions accept accountability for their actions, particularly when another player's safety could be at risk. He maintained that exceptional athletes take responsibility and allow their performance to speak for itself instead of relying on excuses. He believes that a player's approach to competition is called into question when they spend more time defending questionable behavior than addressing it directly. As a result, the focus of the discussion shifted away from basketball ability and toward professionalism and sportsmanship. Caitlin Clark has become one of the game's brightest rising stars because of her remarkable basketball IQ, outstanding shooting range, and unique ability to elevate the performances of her teammates, qualities that Reggie Miller openly praised. However, Reggie Miller also emphasized that player safety and preserving the integrity of basketball should always remain the highest priority because of his deep respect for the game. Caitlin Clark is an incredibly gifted young athlete who should be able to focus on fulfilling her limitless potential rather than constantly worrying about cheap shots or unnecessary physical play. Rather than matching a superstar's skill, relentless effort, and thorough preparation, Reggie Miller argued that targeting them instead reflects everything negative about an unhealthy competitive mindset. He explained that serious concerns about sportsmanship arise whenever a player is placed in unnecessary danger because of avoidable contact. In his view, basketball should always be decided by skill, discipline, and execution instead of questionable tactics or controversial strategies. Those remarks quickly divided the basketball community. Reggie Miller also compared Caitlin Clark's physical treatment to the challenges that many elite athletes have faced throughout their careers. At the same time, he made it clear that there is a major difference between intense, physical basketball and actions that cross the line. He praised Clark for becoming one of the most recognizable figures in women's basketball while handling enormous expectations at such a young age. One of Reggie Miller's strongest arguments was that if the league fails to discourage unnecessary or dangerous plays against its biggest stars, it risks sending the wrong message that players can gain attention through controversy instead of developing their basketball abilities. He believes the league's continued growth depends on protecting its top talent while still preserving fair and competitive basketball. Reggie Miller even went as far as saying that if the league does not respond appropriately to incidents like these, it could send the wrong message to the next generation of players. As Reggie Miller explained, young athletes should look to the WNBA as a place to learn about elite skill, unwavering work ethic, teamwork, and sportsmanship rather than questionable plays or unnecessary physical confrontations. Perhaps the most powerful part of his perspective was his confidence in Caitlin Clark's future, despite these challenges. He argued that truly great players are often shaped by adversity, and that any effort to intimidate or discourage Clark would only strengthen her determination to prove herself through talent, composure, and basketball intelligence. Drawing from his own experience as one of the NBA's greatest competitors, Reggie Miller noted that elite players have always dealt with physical defense and constant scrutiny. However, he also emphasized that Clark is managing those challenges while carrying the intense media attention and enormous expectations that come with being one of the most recognizable figures in women's basketball. Because of this, Reggie Miller believes supporting athletes like Clark is about far more than simply backing one exceptionally gifted player. He said it is about protecting the integrity of the sport itself. In his view, Clark represents many of the qualities that make basketball special, including extraordinary talent, exceptional court vision, a relentless competitive spirit, and the ability to inspire the next generation. He also emphasized that the WNBA has reached a critical turning point and that the way it responds to situations like these could shape the league's culture and reputation for many years to come. According to him, the league now faces two clear choices. Either it continues allowing unnecessary controversy to overshadow the game itself, or it protects and promotes its best players, giving athletes like Caitlin Clark the opportunity to reach their full potential and elevate basketball even further. Reggie Miller's message was unmistakably clear. The decision the league makes today could influence its future for years ahead. That, however, leads to the question everyone is asking. Will the WNBA take stronger action to protect Caitlin Clark, as Reggie Miller has suggested? Or will it continue allowing incidents involving players like Alyssa Thomas to fuel controversy and damage the league's reputation? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. What are your thoughts on Reggie Miller's strong criticism of Alyssa Thomas's behavior? Do you believe his concerns are completely justified, or do you think he's being a little too critical? More importantly, do you think the WNBA will eventually take stronger steps to protect its biggest stars? Be sure to share your thoughts with me because I read every single comment. If you enjoy basketball analysis that cuts through the noise and explores what's really happening in the game, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another update. Following Reggie Miller's comments, the entire basketball community is closely watching Caitlin Clark's situation in the WNBA. As this story continues to unfold, one thing is becoming increasingly difficult to ignore. The conversation is no longer centered on just one game, one hard foul, or one controversial incident. Instead, it has expanded to the future of women's basketball, the standards the league hopes to uphold, and the way its biggest stars are treated in the public spotlight. Very few athletes have entered the WNBA carrying the level of expectations that Caitlin Clark did. Millions of fans follow every game she plays. Every move she makes is analyzed from every angle. Every achievement is celebrated, and every setback quickly becomes major news. That's simply the reality of being one of the most recognizable names in modern basketball today. At the same time, veteran players from across the league continue competing at the highest level, bringing pride, determination, and years of experience into every matchup. The WNBA also wants to ensure that fierce competition never turns into unnecessary or dangerous play. Fans love intensity. They enjoy heated rivalries. As Reggie Miller has emphasized, basketball is at its very best when physical competition is balanced with fairness, respect, and sportsmanship. He has repeatedly stressed that the game reaches its highest level when those values remain just as important as toughness on the court. Fans want authentic, elite-level basketball, but they also expect every player on the floor to be treated fairly, consistently, and respectfully. That is one of the biggest reasons Reggie Miller's comments have generated so much discussion. As one of the greatest shooters and fiercest competitors in NBA history, Reggie Miller understands what it feels like to perform under constant pressure while facing relentless physical defense. From Reggie Miller's perspective, the message was about far more than simply being tough. It was about protecting the purity of basketball and ensuring that skill, rather than controversy, remains the game's primary focus at all times. Whether people agree with his viewpoint or believe the issue has been exaggerated, Reggie Miller's remarks have ignited a major conversation across the basketball world. As a result, one important question continues to be raised by fans, analysts, former players, and media personalities alike. What should happen when the league's biggest stars become the targets of increasingly physical play? Should league officials take a more aggressive approach to protecting player safety while still preserving the competitive nature of the game? Should questionable plays receive harsher penalties? Or is that simply part of playing professional basketball? Everyone seems to have a different opinion, and the debate remains deeply divided. One thing, however, is absolutely certain. Caitlin Clark has refused to allow controversy, physical defense, or outside criticism to define her career. Instead, she has remained focused on basketball. She continues to compete at the highest level, proving why so many people believe she represents the future of the sport. Her resilience is one of the biggest reasons she continues to earn the admiration and respect of basketball fans around the world. Meanwhile, the WNBA is attracting unprecedented attention. Social media conversations continue growing every day, arenas are filling with fans, television ratings are climbing, and countless new viewers are discovering women's basketball for the very first time. Incidents like these affect far more than just one player or one team alone. As the season moves forward, these moments also shape the way the entire basketball community views the league. Every game becomes more meaningful, and every Caitlin Clark matchup attracts even greater attention from fans and the media alike. Reggie Miller's comments have placed an even brighter spotlight on the WNBA and its biggest stars. Every controversial play will be closely analyzed. Every officiating decision will be debated, and every game will become another chapter in one of the most highly anticipated WNBA seasons ever. Now it's your turn to join the conversation. Do you think Reggie Miller's remarks accurately reflect the league's current situation? Do you believe the WNBA is doing enough to protect its players while still preserving the sport's physical and competitive nature? What impact do you think this entire situation will have on Alyssa Thomas, Caitlin Clark, and the future of the league? I genuinely want to hear what basketball fans from around the world think. So, please share your opinions in the comments section below. This community stands out because of its thoughtful discussions, and your comment could even be featured in a future video. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more in-depth basketball analysis, exclusive updates, and the biggest news involving the WNBA, NBA legends, and Caitlin Clark, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and never miss another upload. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you once again for your incredible support. Until next time, stay safe and take care. Always remember that basketball history is being written every single night, and this story is only just beginning to unfold. Until next time, stay safe and take care. You definitely won't want to miss the upcoming episode because it could be even bigger and more exciting than this one. Be sure to subscribe, turn on all notifications, and keep coming back for our latest news, exclusive insights, and complete basketball coverage. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section, subscribe to the channel, and enable every notification so you never miss a single update. Click the video on your screen now, and we'll see you in the next one.